music is going to be a little bit of a vibe check, and I'm not going to lie, I know it's jarring, but here we are. But after that little bit of an introduction, it's going to make sense after I read kind of like the challenge rules and stuff for this. I wanted to start the Chromatic Legacy Challenge by Maximum Dino or Maximum Dino, either way, on Tumblr. They actually updated it in 2023, so there's been packs and different things that have come out since then. But it's like relatively updated. It's kind of your basic legacy challenge rules. Don't don't cheat for money. You choose an heir every generation. But who we're making right now is a sim that's going to end up being named Mara Westbrook, and she is our founder. We actually met her mom in the beginning of this, who has passed away, but Mara is going to be our actual founder. And for Generation 1 of the Chromatic Legacy Challenge, Generation 1 is Bubblegum, and the blurb says, "You grew up in a humble home with your parents, searching for your couch cushions for money. After your parents die, you have nowhere left to go but a small lot next to your old family home. Your parents' old home, where you learned to train and take care of animals, was bulldozed in an unexpected event, and now all you can hope is that you can build a veterinary clinic on top of the foundation of the remains of your childhood home." The rules and regulations for Generation 1 are they must have the vegetarian, gloomy, and either dog or cat lover trait. They must complete the friend of the animals and the soulmate aspirations. Start life on an empty lot without more than 20,000 simoleons. Adopt at least one stray cat and one stray dog. Max out the pet training, herbalism, and veterinary skills. Run your own veterinary clinic. Build your house inside the clinic. Get it to 4 or 5 stars. Marry a sim who is the opposite animal lover trait. If you're a cat lover, marry a dog lover, vice versa. And optional, complete the feather collection, and the theme is pink. And really quick here, I went onto the gallery and just started like favoriting some tattoos, and I wanted to leave that in because I ended up putting one of them on Mara, and I wanted to give credit where credit is due that I did not design the absolutely beautiful tattoo that I end up putting on Mara. I will be adapting the challenge rules a little bit, at least for Generation 1 to start with, because with the release of businesses and hobbies, we're actually able to have a home business on our lot, so we won't necessarily have to like move in next door to the family home. I'm just going to bulldoze the lot, start her with 20,000 simoleons, and we will do like an at-home veterinary clinic if that's possible. And keeping all of those rules, regulations, and outlining in mind, Mara Westbrook is our founder for the Chromatic Legacy Challenge. You saw her and her mom, Roxanne, in the beginning of the video. And I decided that Mara was going to end up being a dog lover as opposed to cat lover because she had her childhood dog, which she will still have at the beginning of our Let's Play. The dog will just be a little bit older. Her dog's name is Sam. And after the fire that tragically took her mother's life and burned down their home and everything they knew, Mara is still very affected by this, and she developed the gloomy trait from thereafter. As a child, she was a dog lover, and then from childhood into teenagehood, she developed her gloomy trait, which she still hasn't kicked into her adulthood. And in her adulthood, she decided that she wants to be vegetarian because eating meat for her is just a no-go with how much she cares about animals. For her outfits, I really just honestly looked up bubblegum aesthetic on Pinterest and copied or mimicked a few outfits from there, just to get an idea of what I could put on her. I wanted her to look very pretty plain, if that makes sense. I wanted her to have a very interesting like bone structure and just look very naturally, like kind of obviously like you want your sim to be pretty and like match your preferences depending on what those are, but just like very, very chill girl, could pass as very like chill tomboy if she wanted to, but she really likes getting dressed up and wearing pink and that kind of thing. Her and her mom's favorite color growing up was pink, and so she's never really left that behind. It became a really deep part of who she is, that she doesn't want to focus on the negatives because she fights her gloominess and probably some other negative thinking, that she wants to be bright and happy and be the sunshine in other people's lives. And even when she does deal with those gloomy moments, she definitely wants to project that she's happy and that she's comforting. So that's where a lot of her outfits came from. I love the tops and stuff that I put her in. I also didn't want to like go over the top glamorous with a lot of her outfits because she's supposed to be starting off by herself and poor and building from the ground up a small business and a home and taking care of animals, and her heart is so big that I don't think she could ever turn away a stray. So I also wanted some of her outfit choices to reflect that. Like, her t-shirts, to me, a lot of them look thrifted, even if they're like expensive and cute. She definitely has some other pieces that I think she bought, and well, obviously she bought them both, but like from a department store kind of vibe. But I also wanted her to look like a little bit cute and thrifty, and not in the way that she's unintelligent, but when I think of like bubblegum aesthetic, I think of like ditzy vibe clothing. So I just wanted Mara to be very in touch with her femininity, and I love her outfits. I specifically went on a CC shopping spree before I made her, just because, I don't know, I really wanted to nail kind of like the bubblegum vibe and just like the relaxed but feminine aura. I saw a lot when I looked up the bubblegum aesthetic on Pinterest. It's a lot of just like cute Y2K pink tops, or maybe like white shirt with a pink sweater over the top and jeans, or like a cute mini skirt. So I just tried to emulate that with a lot of her outfits. And I don't know, I wanted to have a little bit more fun with her makeup, just because I don't know, I feel like I play it safe with some of my Sims that I don't have fun with their makeup. I want them to do very like natural girl vibes, which is not wrong, and that's what I enjoy doing. But for Mara, I feel like she would go that extra step, and like if she's going out formally or just to a party, she wants to look like fun and cute and put together, and not necessarily in like a very refined way. She wants to be the girl that they were like, oh my gosh, did you see that girl who had the cute thrifted sweater? That's kind of her vibe. And when it comes to eventually building her home, because she is going to start with some starting funds before we get to like the business part of things, I really want to build her like an RV, and I downloaded an RV custom content pack. I'm hoping that it works. I haven't tried it out yet, but the creator made some cool things. They made like the front of the RV and the back of it, so you just build like a long box, right? And then you just like fill in the RV, and they have like all the little I can't even explain it. It's going to be cute. But this is Mara Westbrook, and we will be getting into her backstory, more of her life when the episodes actually start. So this is our girl. Let me know what you think of her. If you have any like expansions on her backstory or inferences you want to make, I'm here for it, and I love it, and I'm really excited to play with her.